Well, what a setting, the Hard Rock Stadium, and it's a huge night for Miami, isn't it? These two clubs will be massively followed here, and it's going to be a little bit of razzmatazz, and quite an entrance you fancy here. Not quite sure if there are pyrotechnics lined up, whether or not it's intended or not. I'm sure we'll get them. But there he is, Sergio Ramos, the man with such a history against Barcelona. 5 red cards, 21 in his Real Madrid career, I think it is now, but 5 against Barcelona. It just seemed to be the side that get under his skin. But what a signing. It's been 27 million. What is it now, 2005, 12 years ago to bring him in from Sevilla. And he is the captain these days, with Iker Casillas having moved on. And he will lead Real Madrid out here at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And off we go in Miami.
In Euros, he wouldn't just say that. He said he'd be forgiven for thinking that someone waved a magic wand and everything that he wanted came true.
Ramos jumped in there and Messi's in behind. There's space as Lionel Messi cuts back on the inside, deflected. What a start! And it's Lionel Messi against Real Madrid again, inside 3 minutes, with the aid of a big deflection. But take it back to Sergio Ramos, gambling, stepping out of position. And once he didn't win the ball, there was space. And how ruthlessly Barcelona and Messi exploited it.
Yeah, Barcelona down to 10 men with Neymar off the field, and Messi continuing where he left off from the last meeting of these sides. 92nd minute winner at the Bernabeu back in April in that 5-goal thriller. And he was able to...
Certainly from a Real Madrid point of view. Busquets was looking for Iniesta. Carvajal stepped in, breaks for Iniesta again. And again a little ragged at the back from Real Madrid. Here's Neymar. Stabs it on the inside towards Suarez, runs for Rakitic. 2-0, a fraction over 6 minutes played, and Barcelona cutting loose against Real Madrid in Miami. What a finish from Ivan Rakitic, arrowed it beyond Keylor Navas, adding to the early goal from Lionel Messi. Dream start from Barcelona.
Yeah, and Real Madrid just haven't woken up yet. Keylor Navas is furious with his teammates in front of him. It wasn't the quickest build-up from Barcelona on that occasion, but Rakitic, who scored in the last meeting of these sides as well, a lovely goal that was. He does it again. No chance for Navas there. And Neymar doing well to tee it up. Suarez prevented Marcelo from getting to it.
Real Madrid using that buyback option they put into most of their closes when they send players out on loan. More on that in a moment as Suarez gets goal side of Varane. On the end line, looking for a pick out to the edge, and it was Rakitic there again, and it was almost 3.
From Casemiro on Neymar. He seems to have recovered from that early niggle. At least he's playing through the pain in this first half.
But that's simple from Busquets again, and then Suarez knowing that Messi was going down. It was the obvious ball to play, knowing you would get the free kick. Messi looking very, very sharp in the opening, 11 minutes here.
Yeah, and a sure sign that this match matters. Modric, Ramos both going.
Joining us, Messi and Rakitic with the goals in the opening 7 minutes. Here is Neymar towards Suarez, lovely touch to take it on the chest, stole a march on Carvajal. Just couldn't find the finish, Luis Suarez.
Yeah, again, it's keeping with the theme of the match so far. Real Madrid sluggish, Barcelona a lot sharper.
Passing play in the Real Madrid midfield in this area of the pitch. Kovacic lines one up. Oh, that's a cracking finish. Deficit reduced. Arrowed into the bottom corner from Mateo Kovacic.
Also scoring against Bayern Munich and in the Champions League final.
He got into double figures by the end of it. Asensio, here is Benzema, and Asensio's to his left. Karim Benzema lining it up. Oh, it's a whisker wide. It just goes to show how things can change so quickly in this fixture. Real Madrid have been outplayed, but they weren't far away there from getting to 2-2.
They had a couple of good years with the club, but it's a tough team to manage. Maybe they needed a fresh voice.
Here's Luis Suarez protecting that ball, goal side of Sergio Ramos, who was waiting for support to arrive. It duly did, and then Kovacic can release Modric. Scampering forward, Benzema to his left, Bale to his right. Modric, the latest to have an effort on goal. as Real Madrid start to find their feet here.
Yeah, Luka Modric left his shooting boots behind him in Madrid.
Lawrence, there were all those Euro comparisons, just the way he plays the game. Marcelo's crossing headed away by Piqué. But it does look a nice balance, doesn't it? Varane, a ball player, he's quick. The rugged aggression of Sergio Ramos alongside him. And Varane might have to step across on Suarez here. Suarez early for Neymar. Great chance. Takes the extra touch. Neymar! Oh, and like Benzema at the other end, a whisker wide.
You can see the bench. The Barcelona bench, many of the substitutes and the manager off it. Good ball from Suarez. Everything Neymar.
And if he does go, how fascinating would it be to read the contract, to read the details, to see exactly how much is in it. Iniesta scampering forward. Messi, it's wide open. What a chance for Lionel Messi. And 9 times out of 10 he finishes that.
Well, not often you say this about Messi, but that was a terrible finish for a player of his talent.
Just again looking at Iniesta's role in it, he always seems to make the right decision, whether to pass backwards, sideways, to inject that little bit of pace. Sloppy from Real Madrid. Messi won't miss this time, will he? Lionel Messi denied by Keylor Navas. He was the one substituted for Tim Krul for the penalty shootout in that game. Here goes Marcelo. And a chance for Carvajal. Titi and Piqué, the two obvious targets. It's Piqué beaten in the air by Varane. Kovacic, and now Asensio, and the break is on here. And Asensio's quick. Away from Vidal on his left-hand side. Kovacic could be in again here. Benzema on his inside. It's Asensio, he's taken it beautifully. Is this the moment? It is! Flashing finish from Marco Asensio. And it's all square 2-2, an exhilarating first half. And what a counter-attack. What a goal from Real Madrid.
Now counter-attacking football at its absolute best there. And take a bow. Marco Asensio, the 21-year-old, was superb there. The pace to get away from his man. He made the right choice with the pass as well. And Kovacic held up, but got the pass away.
Here goes Iniesta. Lovely little ball stabbed on by Suarez. Messi. He got the ball rolling in terms of goals inside 4 minutes here, and he's into the penalty area and down. Barcelona baying for a spot kick, not going to get one. Well, maybe not Casemiro, maybe just a tangle of legs. Alba down that left-hand side. Little ball to Neymar. He's taking on and beating Casemiro again. Former Sao Paulo man. The other. Neymar himself to take. Umtiti around the back. Piqué! Great finish. Great delivery from Neymar. And Piqué just guides it home. Barcelona back in front.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe Barcelona not being as effective as they should be from set pieces in the first half. They've shown me up on this occasion. Real Madrid switching off again at the start of the half. Nacho losing Piqué. And they looked in vain for an offside flag. Lovely ball in from Neymar. Quite a good finish too.
It was the youngster Jesus Vallejo playing him onside.
Important as well. Jose Mourinho, the Manchester United boss, stressed that. He wanted to see how his young players could cope with the pressure of playing a big team with an enthusiastic crowd as well.
Messi. Oh, beautiful balance again. Slides it through, cleverly let run. It's Neymar around the goalkeeper. But couldn't find a finish. Superb for Messi, and was it Suarez who had the presence of mind just to let it run beyond him. Eye-catching football from Barcelona and almost a 4-2 lead here.
Yeah, should have been 4-2. Took too many. Great play before that. A step over from Alba and Keylor Navas.
He was the one who was always called ashore, but towards the end of the season he put in some fantastic displays. Here's Messi inside to Suarez. Works it on one more. Sergio Roberto. Neymar on his outside. Over Vidal. Here is Bale. Pulls it towards the edge. Benzema back to goal. Backed up by Vasquez. Right on the edge of the area. Referee waves an admonishing finger. Fair challenge, says the referee, by Kovacic. His international teammate. Here goes Marcelo. Into the penalty area. Still going. Little nick on that as well. Citizen down smartly to his right hand side.
Again, it's a thrilling pace to this second half, off more often than some of the bigger players. So effective though, and he had a good game against Manchester City as well.
Oh, brilliant bowling behind. Suarez. Look for the first time finish, but the weight on that.
That's with Barcelona creating so many chances now.
There goes Neymar. Wonderful first touch. Kovacic gets there to the end line, half pound away, and TT up the line. And now Lucas Vasquez and Marcelo. Wonderful ball for Isco. Benzema through the middle. Real Madrid's turn, end to end in Miami. Isco again. Oh, it's Citizen, that's a good save. Body weight was going the other way, adjusted well, the Dutch goalkeeper.
Yeah, excellent save. Isco doing very well. Working the angle.
Searching ball out to the far side. Lovely take from Lucas Vasquez. Now looks to provide with quality. Headed away by Piqué. Kovacic. Plenty of movement on his right. Fancied it. Scored a lovely goal in the first half, Mateo Kovacic. Couldn't add another there.
Yeah, he's had a very good tournament. Still only 23. Left Inter Milan in 2015 because they were forced to sell him due to financial fair play regulations.
Well, here's an opportunity. Alcacer. Heavy touch. Well, he had that season last season coming in from Valencia, where the goals just
11, 12 or 13 top Barcelona players.
Bale, if he can get this under control. Angle is tight. Citizen ensured he wasn't going to be beaten at his near post. Testing Nelson Semedo early here.
We all know what Gareth Bale is capable of. We'll see it a bit more often in this tournament. Lovely first touch and trying to slide it through the legs.
He's unlucky here, almost back in April. It's one goal in 322 appearances now since his arrival for Liverpool. When you've got that three up the other end, when you don't really need to be contributing in terms of goals. Here's Isco! Super effort since Citizen plunging to his left-hand side. It's a terrific save.
Yeah, a bit of a lull in the game with all those changes. The crowd nearly brought back to life by Isco. Went close actually with a similar effort against Manchester City in the first half.
As we were saying in the first half of when he came on, those the areas where he really can come alive. Here he is again, eyes on it all the way. There was a game towards the end of last season, was it maybe Sporting Gijón away. He just came up with a late winner. Well, isn't he, in terms of the fit with Barcelona and where he plays? Not a pacey player, and again a tricky player. Vasquez dancing in off that right-hand side, sets up Ceballos! Oh, just for a moment he was dreaming top corner. And grabbing the headlines, Dani Ceballos. An arcing effort that had Citizen certainly worried here.
Yeah, I thought that was in. Smashed off the boards at the back.
Hakimi. Llorente. And Ceballos. And a chance for Mayoral. Sergei Samper as Barcelona look to pass their way to full time, and they've done it. In the first Clásico of the season goes Barcelona's way. Second half never really lived up to the high points of the first. But it's a Gerard Piqué goal 5 minutes into that second period that decides it. And for Ernesto Valverde, one Clásico, one win.